Tony Khan is a very good man. A lot of things are starting to make sense after today's media call, and it seems like things could be getting very well improved as time goes on. And we're going to talk about it in today's video. As always, if you guys want more, go ahead and subscribe. I want to kick things off with FTR because it appears that AEW does have some very big plans for FTR. Tony Khan had a lot of great things to say about FTR, and really it just kind of sounded like Tony Khan was remorseful because it appears that FTR was involved with some canceled plans, and this was due to CM Punk and the media scrum at All Out. So here's the thing. Tony Khan had plans to utilize them in some sort of trios way, and maybe that was because they were going to come to the aid, against the firm or whatever it may have been, but AEW had plans to use FTR, and something had to happen. Tony Khan had to change plans because somebody selfishly had to ruin the media scrum, which obviously changed the dynamic of AEW for a very long time. Now, Tony Khan was very, very praising towards FTR on the media call. For those who are unaware, and we'll probably talk about it a little bit more in this video, Tony Khan's mother actually suffered a stroke earlier this year, and Tony Khan was praising how FTR was there for him, which, Tony Khan trying to balance the Jaguars, Fulham, AEW, ROH, plus people, and I think we all forget this, there's things that happen in real life that just sometimes are more important than everything else. So a lot of people actually didn't know this, but when AEW's television was kind of going downhill and things weren't looking as good, it ended up being during the same time that Tony Khan's mother had a medical issue and a medical emergency. And obviously that comes first. That is more important than the scripts and the television and the soccer team and the football team and everything else. And Tony Khan was very, very, very positive towards FTR. He's talking a lot about Final Battle. Obviously, AEW Dynamite is going to have FTR against the Acclaimed. It's a very interesting time period for FTR because these canceled plans could have definitely impacted them. And then, of course, there's these rumors that they could potentially be leaving AEW. After hearing how Tony Khan spoke about FTR, I'm not necessarily sure if they're on their way out. I feel like everybody here is understanding of what's going on. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just what it seems to me based on what I've heard from this media call. So, very interesting stuff. FTR, top guys, good guys. Super excited about them being at Final Battle because, to be honest with you, FTR has the greatest matches. Ever since Tony Khan bought ROH, those FTR tag team matches, oh my gosh, they were incredible, and I just need you guys to know that. Very interesting stuff, my friends. Tony Khan, I gotta be honest with you guys. I'm not sure how I feel about this. On one side, it's a really good thing. On another, it kind of makes me worried. Tony Khan has confirmed that we will see less of ROH going forward on AEW television. Tony Khan has also confirmed that we will learn more about the TV stuff after Final Battle. It seems to me that Tony Khan has learned and has understood that ROH's involvement in AEW Dynamite and AEW Rampage has hurt the show. And so, therefore, he will be doing less of it on AEW television. Now, you might be wondering, Ango, why are you making that look like a bad thing when you were the one who was saying it's a problem? It's not a bad thing. In fact, it's a good thing. The issue is we still don't know much about this TV deal. And because we don't know much about this TV deal, it's really concerning to me because Tony Khan literally says going forward on Rampage, it's all hands on deck to make the best cards and to do all of these great things, to have a really good show. It's all hands on deck. There are talent who are holding ROH championship belts who are AEW wrestlers. In fact, when you look at the official ROH roster, there's only technically like 8 people signed to ROH. So does this mean people from AEW like FTR, like Chris Jericho, are they going to be moving permanently to ROH? Because these people that are holding the titles are AEW wrestlers. You know what I mean? So that's a little bit of my concern. But the idea that AEW will remove ROH product from AEW product, I think it's a good idea. Remove it, get it off of TV. I don't think it's focus on AEW. He knows that AEW comes first and foremost. Good thing for Tony Khan to recognize that. It is time for Tony Khan to keep doing the right thing, because when he is doing the right thing, it shows in the product, it shows on social media, it shows. People see when AEW is really good, and they could see when AEW is really bad. It's obviously no secret. This year has been a very interesting year, filled with ups and downs for AEW, but nonetheless, ROH will be removed from AEW television. You'll see it a lot less, and then we'll get some sort of TV update, and we'll see what the future holds for Rampage, because Tony Khan is really trying to push that, and he wants it to be successful, so we'll see how that goes. You know, I spoke about Tony Khan's mother earlier, and, well, now things make sense. This will be my last video talking about William Regal in AEW, unless there is something massive that comes out that we know, like, that nobody expects. Tony Khan did confirm some of the details on William Regal's departure. So basically what had happened was during the time that AEW was in Toronto, William Regal had went to the VP of the company, Miga Parek. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to pronounce it. Parek, I believe is how it's pronounced. So he went in with a request to not renew his contract option at the end of the year because he wanted to return to WWE. Obviously, where his son is working, Charlie Dempsey's in NXT. He wants to coach his son. He wants to coach alongside some of his friends in the golden years. Tony Khan said all of this was happening during the same time that they were trying to figure out what was going on with his mother, because they found a spot on his mom's heart. They thought the surgery would, help prevent strokes. Obviously, a lot was going on at this time. On October 16th, Regal had reached out to Tony Khan and basically asked him if it made sense to Tony Khan as to why he was asking to leave. Tony Khan had to give it a lot of thought, especially for AEW and the future of the company. Given everything that's happened in Tony Khan's life and understanding the situation with his mother and family, he totally understood what was going on with William Regal, and he understood why William Regal wanted to be with his family. So therefore, AEW granted the request of William Regal to be released. Tony Khan also goes on to praise William Regal. He's also mentioned that his mother is doing a lot better as well. So he totally understood why this would want to be the case. Instead of holding him hostage, it seems like this made a lot of sense, especially when you're considering family involvement. Tony Khan also did mention that this is not something that he's going to be able to do for everybody. But he was actually happy to do this. And he also, very interestingly enough, there is some stuff that's being said that you will see him backstage, but he won't be on TV. So there's no exact details on if he's going to be a GM and stuff, but it appears that for about a year maybe or so, William Regal might have a clause where he can't appear on TV. So working backstage, coaching and stuff like that, whatever role Triple H gives him backstage could very well be possible, but it appears that Tony Khan's stipulation and letting him out and releasing him would be that he can't appear on TV for some time. Honestly, not a bad thing. Props to Tony Khan. He made something right. It sucks, the circumstances here. But, one, hopefully his mother's doing okay. And two, hopefully AEW just continues to improve. And, these are the things that make AEW look good, right? So keep doing the good stuff. And maybe we could get away from all that negativity that came from All Out. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'll see you next time.